That, in fact, did not do anything to my microphone when I moved it.
See,
It's exactly the same place where I sat already.
it's all good, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Just a little bit.
Javi's adjusting his boom mic. I don't know if it's a boom mic. I don't even know what a boom mic is.
All right. Well, when I have it down here, it kind of like scrapes on my beard a little bit.
Gives it a little.
It's not good.
A little static electricity,
A little
man.
bit,
You might be
yeah.
the Flash or something. Go back in time, man. Mess some things up.
Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I just needed to kind of get it away from my little fuzzies down here.
I hear you. I have
Yeah.
a lot less of those, so.
Sometimes I do too, but
Not today.
not today. Yeah.
Got that man beard
Yeah.
going on, brother.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How's things going for you, brother?
Oh, long weekend, man. Super long weekend. Not in a good way, but it's fine.
Yeah. Mine has had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
I told you Cinco de Mayo. It's a really great, treasured holiday for me and everybody who's non-Hispanic, I guess.
You, get you some tacos. That was
Tacos and all the marks.
yeah.
Yes. It's like a normal Tuesday for you, I know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we don't call it Taco Tuesday. It's just Tuesday.
it's definitely not Taco
Yeah,
Tuesday at the Villalobos estate.
Yeah.
Oh man, awesome, brother. Let's go ahead and hop into it, man.
Yeah.
Roll that movie news.
There's still an undetermined amount of time because I don't know how long the little clip is.
I don't really know how long the clip is. Either.
We hit it pretty good though every week.
We're pretty good at it.
Yeah, because I don't cut nothing. I just put it on there. So our little span of time always works out pretty good.
I've definitely noticed. All right, man. So, quick question for you.
What's up?
Were you a fan growing up of the MTV Movie and TV Awards?
I was a fan, yeah.
Like, was it something that you like religiously watched every year?
I don't think so. I think
I did.
I don't think it was like I think it was more of a catch it after the fact kind of thing. I didn't really like stay up and plan my day around it.
That was it for me, bro.
Yeah,
Sunday night.
I mean,
MTV
I
Movie
watched.
Awards.
I was watching MTV quite a bit. Till it changed.
Yeah, it used to be music television.
Yeah, now it's just television now.
It was just MTV.
Oh,
I don't know
nice.
the M doesn't stand for nothing.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even plan that.
Yeah, that was good.
I totally planned that.
Yeah, I
guys.
figured so.
But it's gonna be weird. Well, I haven't watched it in a couple years because MTV's not really for our age demographic anymore. I guess we phased out of it. Right.
So how things work.
We watch C-SPAN now, so you know what I mean? So, are we that old yet?
Right.
But usually the show is live.
Yeah.
According to Hollywood Reporter, it's going to be not held live. It's going to be pre-taped. And that kind of loses its mojo.
So how far of a pre-tape? Looks like a couple days. Is it a couple days beforehand they're going to tape it?
Man, I looked at the headline of this and I'm just kind of going off the cuff. So I don't even know.
That's fine.
But the biggest thing is it was like the biggest like teen movie. They have the Oscars, the Emmys, SAG Awards, all this stuff. No, screw all that, bro. I'm a 14, 15-year-old boy, man.
Well, this was the only time you got to see the different people from the different genres of music like together, right?
Yes.
Or, a lot of the like crossover performances and things like that. That was something you couldn't just watch on YouTube.
Couldn't, bro. YouTube wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird, man, how times have changed.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have this kind of being fizzled out as well.
That's accurate.
I just don't like it, man, okay? Just don't like change, damn it, okay? That's the problem. That's the point why I added this in here. MTV, go back to playing music videos, okay? I loved waking up every morning to Maroon 5's Sunday Morning.
Now it's just ridiculousness all the time.
All the time. It's not even on MTV. It's on MTV2. I don't even see. Is there even MTV anymore?
I don't know.
There's like MTV2 with like ridiculousness all day long.
Yeah.
I'll flip it because you ever been like in a hotel, traveling band or whatever, and then like you flip, you're like, oh, MTV. Wait, no, it's MTV2, and it's nothing but ridiculousness for the next 9 hours.
Rob Dyrdek for the rest of this channel's life.
Yes. That man is definitely getting paid.
Yeah. Oh man.
MTV, do better. That's my point.
This had a little bit to do, from reading the article, with the writer's strike, right? Kind of help push this to this point.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. Pay your damn writers, okay? I'm an aspiring writer myself.
Right.
Pay your damn writers, because there'd be no words. It would just be all John Wick movies if it was no writer. Which I don't think that's going to be a problem for people.
We're just going to go back full circle, back to silent movies.
No more talkies.
No more talking, just subtitles. Which,
dang it.
I mean, I read subtitles, so that's fine, because I can't hear that well.
Oh, man.
Too many years of rock and roll.
Too many years of rock and roll, man, in the pit. Yeah, guys, this writer's strike has to stop. We're not really feeling the effects of it yet, but I don't want to feel the effects. I want movies to be good.
Yeah.
I want TV shows to be awesome. I don't want Chat GPT to
just takes over everything
to bring us the next Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Okay, brought to you by Bing. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Directed by Will Forte.
Yeah.
Written by Bing. Chat GPT. I don't want that to happen. So pay your damn writers, guys. Okay, come on, Hollywood, get off your ass. All right, I'm off my soapbox now. Hey, man, so I've been kind of arguing with you silently via like text a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed.
Like a little passive aggressive.
A little passive aggressiveness that you don't have Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying, is what it is.
Well, I did have it for a little while.
What'd you watch on there?
The only thing I watched on there, I think, was Ted Lasso.
Final season, you're missing it.
I'll figure it out, but it'll be on Netflix at some point.
It will never be on Netflix. You are like every other 65, 70-year-old person. When's it going to be on Netflix? Never. Never, grandmother.
So I did have it for a while. But, you start jacking up prices, man. Gotta cut some costs somewhere.
Yeah, man.
And I didn't watch it. I didn't watch anything really on it.
I got you.
I really only got it to see Ted Lasso.
Oh, yes. Did you enjoy?
Oh, I did. I did enjoy Ted Lasso.
This third season's also, third or fourth season I think it's third season. This last season is awesome.
I think the only other show I watched was funny. That picture I sent you about Blind with Jason Momoa and David. That was the only other show I watched on there was his show Blind.
Or you might get it back for the next season, right?
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Well,
we'll see.
Guess who else is coming to Apple TV?
Looks like Brad Pitt.
The Pit.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt
racing cars
is in a Formula One movie, and he's bringing some heavy hitters, man. We have here, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Brad Pitt has a Formula One movie. It's going to be directed by Joseph Kosinski, produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, and written by Aaron Kruger. So basically, the whole team behind Top Gun Maverick, is coming in and doing this, man. So we got Kerry Condon, who is joining him, along with Damson Idris. You remember him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the one movie we watched with
he's been around.
Captain Falcon, yeah. He's also in Snowfall, I believe, well, yeah.
Was that Behind the Wire?
Behind the Wire.
Beyond the Wire.
Behind Enemy Lines?
Definitely not that.
Before the Stars. The Fault in Our Stars. Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah. Just everything that can do with the sky. But
Yes. Oh, the sky. Just wait till we get into Guardians, bro.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. But no, I'm pretty excited, man, that more people are coming to Apple TV Plus, and it's becoming a bigger studio platform. But you had a team who made $1 billion movie last year. Brought people into the theaters.
Oh yeah,
Brad Pitt, Damson Idris, and Kerry Condon. That's why they jacked up the prices.
Oh, I know why they
gotta pay them.
And that was kind of the other part of it was like wasn't really much on there for my taste to watch, and there wasn't a lot of content on there either when I had it.
Not at the time.
It's growing. It's growing now. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna check out Silo next.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's about, but it looks dope.
Corn? It's about corn?
I probably
wheat distribution
or the band.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how it's spelled.
With the backwards K.
Oh.
I got
you.
But guys, we're gonna throw this on our socials as well. You excited for a? He's gonna interrupt me, guys.
Let me interrupt you.
He's got something here.
This movie's actually looks like it's gonna be in the theaters. If you read down at the bottom of that article,
dude,
will receive theatrical distribution.
Do you think I went past related stories?
No, I didn't until just now. I was just kind of flipping through it, and then I just saw it at the bottom.
Apple is partnered with Paramount for the October theatrical release of Martin Scorsese's Flower Moon. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know where you're reading that, but that's fine. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
No, it says the untitled Formula One film will receive theatrical distribution.
I do see that.
And then 30 days after, it'll be on Apple TV.
Well, you're going to catch it in the theater then, brother.
Well, there you go.
Put it on the pod.
We'll figure it out.
Brand new.
I already paid $20 to see stuff in the theater. So.
I did too, today. Yeah. Maybe J.K. Sims will be in it.
Yeah. We can only hope.
We'll throw us on our socials, guys. Are you rocking with Apple TV Plus? Are you excited for this platform's growing with all these movie stars and all these movies and stuff? Holler at us. Love to hear from you. All right, team. Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for Dune Part 2, Gran Turismo, and our Movie of the Week, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So bring it in. All right, team. So we're going to check out Dune Part 2 and a racing movie with David Harbour and Orlando Bloom. Some kids.
Why not?
Why not? Check the full reactions on our socials. Pretty excited for these trailers.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right.
It's breathtaking. When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
What's a real thing? Been there.
Yeah.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain.
Hey, what's up?
The end of House Atreides.
Oh,
My
man.
father didn't believe in revenge.
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Oh, he's back.
Board.
Here we go.
All right, let's get intense.
Okay.
Stuff going
Have you
on.
ever had a dream about your first ride?
He's going to ride a sandworm. He's going to ride a sandworm.
Impress anyone.
Forgot Javier Bardem was in this.
You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct.
Be Spider-Man.
Very careless.
Yes.
Nothing fancy.
I understand.
I'm Timothy Chalamet. I'm Spider-Man.
Oh, worm surfing right now.
Little worm.
Nothing fancy.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
in an army right now.
Even the revolution. The revolution will not be televised. Revolution is here. All right, team. So the follow-up film will explore the mythic journey of Paul Atreides as he unites with Shawnee and the Freemen while on a warpath of revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family, facing a choice between the love of his life and the fate of the known universe. He endeavors to prevent a terrible future only he can foresee. Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong is back, ladies and gentlemen. JV, talk to you, brother. What were your thoughts about this trailer?
It looks like we're going to see a lot more action this round.
Let's hope, man, because that shit was a slow burn.
It was super slow.
Gorgeous.
And it
but-
was super long, but it was gorgeous. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of more fighting. My man's riding a worm. That's whatever.
worm surfing.
And still beautiful. Still get to see the big, beautiful desert. But also looks like a bunch of different things going on. Like a lot of different storylines that didn't really show up in the first part.
Yeah.
There was some stuff in there that I saw. I mean, we hadn't seen the first one. It's been a minute now, but or we did see the first one, but it's been a minute now.
Correct.
So there's some stuff I don't remember maybe, but it looked like there was a lot more going on as far as like different families and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. So we have part 2, and we actually bring in some big players, man. We got Austin Butler, Florence Pugh, got Christopher Walken. Let's go.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited. So he's gonna kill somebody with a soldering iron. Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, man. Denis Villeneuve. He makes beautiful movies. They're gonna be gorgeous, right? You're gonna get a lot of slow burns. You're gonna get a lot of slow moving shots, man.
But hopefully not as much as the first one.
The action needs to drive in.
Yeah, I mean we've got some story building done.
Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that Blade Runner 2049? I would take that as a yes.
Talking about the movie.
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. Yeah, with
for some reason I was thinking even a trailer. I was like, what?
Oh,
I was like, wait, no, he's talking about the regular movie.
That was a very slow burn movie like the original, but that last act though, the action sequences were just insane, crazy.
Yeah, I got you.
Right. So hopefully we get more of that in this one.
Yeah.
I want to see an all-out war, man. I want to see.
Oh yeah.
Things, but I do like the political gambit that's in here. I actually like it more here than I do in the Star Wars movies, man.
Well, yeah, I mean this is more of a trade situation, right?
Yeah,
it's more of a basically drug dealing.
Yes.
This is really what it is. So
controlling the
goods,
man, the cocoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spice it up.
Yeah.
Tim Blake Nelson is also in this movie, so we got some good characters. I'm excited, man. November is going to be a good month for movies, and it's going to be this one, and it's probably going to be about 4 hours long, which I'm going to be in there. I don't think it says it yet.
Yes, I was scrolling through to see if it showed that.
But no, this looks like with all these characters, it's got to be like a 9-hour movie, man, and 7 intermissions.
Yeah.
I'm for it. Sign me up. Guys, we're going to throw Dune Part 2 on our socials. The trailer let us know your thoughts here. Timothy Chalamet and our girl Zendaya
Oh yeah.
are going to save the world. I don't know what kind of world it is with giant worms, but
Trying to save the drug planet. That's all they're trying
not trying to live there with the worms on Dune.
to do. Right.
Pass on that one.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track, you could die.
Here we go. All right.
Who do you think the best driver is?
Probably Rory.
I would dust him in a lap.
I'm Toretto, duh. What kind of question is this?
Play video games with some
Hey,
crazy
your boy.
dreams of racing cars.
Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something we love.
He was a villain in Fast and Furious 7.
Look around.
It's not our world, son.
We'll change that today.
Uh-oh.
PlayStation trying to do work. I see you.
The best Gran Turismo players in the world get a chance to compete in professional racing.
Okay, Legolas.
This is real.
I'm sorry. You really think you're going to take a kid who plays video games in their bedroom, you're going to strap him to a 200-mile-an-hour rocket? It'll tear him to pieces.
Okay. Okay.
You know, there was
the
a
guys who race are elite
there was a
athletes.
drifter that did this. We'll talk about it.
Your kids are scrawny little gamer kids.
Oh, that's where you come in.
Come on, let's go. Must be a new experience for you, moving your legs. You puked on my lawn.
There's no turning back now.
When you're in a race,
Right.
the cockpit is going to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The G-forces
Wow.
will be twice what an astronaut experiences upon liftoff. I can't see anything. Hey, you get extra points for that in the game? Jesus Christ.
Love it. David Harbour's man.
This
Yo,
whole thing is
Blomkat. Okay, I did not know it was directed by
The
him.
couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he is the best one. You made it.
Welcome to Team Nissan.
Oh, it's in, not Nissan.
Major leagues. The other drivers
I love when I hear
are
words
going
pronounced the right way.
Whoopsie.
What is your problem? It's part of the game. It's called racing.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. You miss it on the track,
Boom.
you could die.
Oh, wow.
I
That
know
is
this
a
track.
dope GTR, yeah.
I've raced it 1,000 times. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah. Intense.
Gran Turismo. The ultimate wish fulfillment tale of a teenage Gran Turismo player whose gaming skills won a series of Nissan competitions
Okay.
to
Okay.
become an actual professional race car driver based on a true story. This is brought to us by Neil Blomkamp, who brought us District 9.
Nice.
JV, talk to me, man.
There was there's a YouTube video I've seen, a couple of them, where like professional like e racing drifters and
Yeah.
people that enter tournaments and win money playing the games, that they put a few of them in some cars, some real cars, and they could pick it up like immediately and really handle the cars like if they're playing their sims as well. So
these guys must be like you said, they're one tournament, like those tournaments, so they're the best,
yeah,
the best at that.
Exactly.
So that's gonna be an advantage to them.
I mean, game in a certain way does give you skills.
Yeah, man. I'm
So like this right here is pretty cool to kind of, for it to be like a movie where it's not like a movie about the game. It's a movie that the game is involved in.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember seeing this before and thinking like, okay, how's this going to play out? Is it called Gran Turismo and they're going to make a storyline about a guy who's
Like
drives cars?
like they did Need for Speed.
Yeah, basically. So it's kind of cool to see them kind of play that pathway of like this is a game,
Yeah.
but we're gonna have these people come and hit the track for us.
Yeah, you could have went one of two ways here, right? You could have definitely went that Need for Speed route and just built a story within the world of Need for Speed.
Yeah.
But they took a game and, this is based on a true story and said, this person actually did this. Let's tell their story, right? And tell them how cool it is. And then just the visuals from Neil Blomkamp, man. This looks really dope.
Yeah.
You want to see this on like the biggest screen possible.
Oh yeah, that surround sound rumbling.
iMac.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
That 40X, man. Where is there a 40X theater around here?
Isn't that the one that like sprays water on you and stuff?
I mean, in fire, right? It's only fair.
Yeah, you're gonna get some. I gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
No, man, but this looks really cool. Here we got David Harbour, Orlando Bloom, Damon Hansu, and this kid Archie Macadooquee. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Sounds close.
I know how to pronounce things. I'm really good at it, right? Conversate.
Yeah.
But but no, man, this looks cool. We'll throw it on our socials here. Just David Harbour, man, creating a very good list of films for himself.
Oh yeah,
I'm really
Doing
enjoying this guy. I like it. I like I'm 6'4", so I like guys who are big, who are tall, and that are actors, right? Him and Vince Vaughn. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sorry,
yeah.
Sorry, Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? I know you're 5'6". Love you in your movies, but
he might be able to throw hands.
Oh, of course.
Have to jump a little bit to tag somebody in the face.
Of course, but David Harbour can throw him, though.
Yeah,
so.
you're right.
He was Hellboy, for crying out loud.
David Harbour can throw a lot of people.
Guys, with those on our socials, let us know your thoughts. All right, buddy. You ready to jump into this week's movie?
Yes, sir.
All right, team. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Whoa.
GOTGV3.
Yes, sir.
Just came out this past Friday. Written and directed by the great, honorable, and now Redcoat, because he went to DC.
Was they no longer employed by Marvel?
Yes, no longer employed by Marvel. He's a G, though. I will give him that, okay? Man gets fired. Man gets fired after Volume 2, goes and makes Suicide Squad.
Best DC movie so far.
Best DC movie so far. And then comes back and is like, oh, you going me to do Volume 3? Yeah. Cool, I'll do this, but I'm not staying.
Yeah, and I'm also going to do whatever I want.
Yes. And he
I mean, come on, man. Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Go ahead and give us that budget, sir.
We have $250 million budget. Gross so far, $289.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Starting this, we have Chris Pratt as Peter Quill and Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, Karen Gillian as Nebula, Palm Clementif as Mantis, Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, Real Pointner as Adam Warlock, and Chukwudi Iwuji as the High Evolutionary. How do you pronounce that better than I do?
No, I cannot. I actually tried Chukwudi Iwuji. I think we said the same exact thing.
There's always one that's just difficult.
Of course.
But, pretty cool name,
it's
nonetheless.
It's the black guy with the straight up African name, right? You know what I mean? Nigerian British actor, you know what I mean? He's also an associate act artist for the Royal Shakespearean Company. You just have to have a weird name. He did go to Yale.
Let's go.
In Wisconsin.
Now he's
two weird places.
Now he's here.
So now he's here. All right, brother. Go ahead and give us that quick synopsis, man, so we can hop into this one.
The Guardians of the Galaxy have a mission to save a rocket after Adam Warlock is sent to capture him, but ends up hurting him instead. During the attempt, they figure out that Rocket has a device that will kill him if somebody tries to operate on him. The team tracks down the passkey that will deactivate the device, and they also find out the High Evolutionary is just out there making people and just creatures. He's just making them. And he wants Rocket because he's the only experiment that could invent and gain knowledge like any other he's ever created.
All right, man. Good stuff. Let's hop into this one here. We're back with the Guardians here. Let's start up top. Chris Pratt is Peter Quill / Star-Lord here. The quote-unquote leader of the Guardians. And at this point, man, this is after Endgame. So his Gamora's gone.
Yes.
But the variant, is that the correct word? Maybe not variant, but Ghost of Future Past. Gamora.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right?
Something like that, yeah.
Is out there in the world.
It's actually the past Gamora in the future.
The past Gamora in the future.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. She came back with Thanos and
yeah,
stayed.
she came back to the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, she was out of time. Now she just needs to listen to a little Power of Love.
Yeah.
That they might have hooked up if she listened to that song, man.
You're right. You're right.
That would have broke her icy heart. But Chris Pratt's character Peter, man, he is in a drunken stupor.
Yeah.
Now the last time that we saw these characters was that Christmas special. Remember with the bacon?
Yeah, which was fantastic.
Right? And he was still down in the dumps at that point in time, but this moment with Kevin Bacon and Christmas and what the team did was to help him kind of get out of his funk. Christmas has passed, life has moved on. He's back just drinking every day. I love that we get him here, right?
Yeah, he's still working on himself. Well, he's not really working on himself, but you know what I'm saying.
He's working on getting that liver removed.
Yeah.
all this alcohol he's intaking.
Rocky can make him a new one. It's fine.
Yeah. But I love his state of depression, man. And he's just beat up because he had this love and this is not the same person. But he would love to know where she is so he can try. Yeah.
So, yeah, he knows she's out there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And he's just knows she does not like him.
True that.
She does not like him.
So in regards to this Peter as well, he's already made it known, especially after Rocket gets hurt, that's his best friend.
Oh yeah.
Now we've taken 2 movies, Infinity War, Endgame, and a little bit of the Thor movie for him to state that.
Yeah.
And that's huge, man. Because these two hated each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're at each other's throats, man. So now he's calling him his best friend. That's huge, man. So that's great character development there. All right. Speaking of his long-lost alternate Back to the Future love interest here, got Zoe Saldana returning as Gamora. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, so we get a Gamora that's in the future, and she's been in the future for a while now.
Yeah.
She joined the Ravagers. As we get to see your good buddy
Yo, Adrian.
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, I mean, we see at the beginning, and she's just a hard shell. She's basically a gun for hire, right?
Yeah.
Which is what she was in the past, was a soldier. So she's still doing that. And as far as Zoe, I mean, we see her play this same role in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. So we're basically kind of reliving this whole thing over again of her falling for Quill.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah, no, she is, you know what? She's a lot more lethal in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool that Zaldana can come in and play that GOTG Volume 1 Gamora again.
Yeah.
But a little bit more lethal as well, because this is even before she is, decides to go against her father.
Right.
So she's even more of a badass, and it's weird because we'll talk about Nebula in a minute, but they've completely switched roles.
Yes.
Which is really fun and how they played off each other. So that was cool. But she does not want to have anything. She doesn't even find this guy attractive.
Oh no!
Like when she throws him into like the computer. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
No, not the same Gamora, and she will let you know in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
She gives zero damns about them people. All right, man. I'm gonna guess probably your favorite character in this movie, Dave Bautista's Drax the Destroyer. Am I right? Am I right?
It's between him and Rocket.
Okay. Well, talk to me about Drax the Destroyer. This movie, man.
Oh man, we kind of see Drax. He changes very minimally.
Yes.
But he when he does change, like, it's really hard to say. So like he's himself through all these movies, except for like these specific moment in times.
Yeah.
Like when he's dancing, or when he's like actually kind of agrees that people are his friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, he kind of just keeps that same real I don't really like people, but I can put up with you guys kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even through this, I mean, but this was really emotional kind of for the whole team. But Dave, he hits it at specific times when he needs to be funny. And he's also just like when he's fighting and things like that, he's just a completely different person as well. Like he just doesn't care.
I agree, man. I think he has been the one character through these movies that have stayed the exact same.
Yeah.
As far as his North Star, his thoughts, his ideas, right? The way that he lives his life, have been the exact same. We're just seeing them more. We're seeing the layers peel for this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We knew that he was a father, but then he went to war with Ronan and wanted to kill Thanos and all this stuff. But we just didn't know the extent of the other more father, more warm side of him, right?
Right.
We see the fun, playful kind of asshole Drax with the team, but that's the kind of the banter between everybody. Being able to go ahead and see him with those kids, though, at the end, the third act, man, you're like, dude, he's bringing life to this character.
Yeah.
Man. This character is now, he was 2-dimensional. Now he's 3-dimensional, where there's another side of him, right?
Agreed.
He's a good friend. He's an amazing fighter, but he's a loving, caring being, right? And that was really cool to see. He called them morons or little idiots or whatever he called them, right? But this is damn good writing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of part of Drax's his culture.
Yeah,
and that's kind of something that was fun for him to keep all the way to the end.
Yeah,
the not understanding the analogies and metaphors and stuff like that. He's trying.
He did the one when they kept on calling him an idiot, and that's all he's going to ever amount to. Yeah. He did understand that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not sure if I appreciate this defense or not.
Just great writing, man. This writing reminds me of the Suicide Squad, man.
Yeah.
Just the banter back and forth and how everybody. I'm gonna watch that damn movie again tonight, man. It's
so
good.
So
good. So good. Just the village scene alone when they went back and forth killing people, and then when they come to find out those were the good guys.
Yeah.
You can't. Just so good.
James Gunn, man, he's just got something, man.
He's got some juice, man.
Yeah.
All right, we have Karen Gillan as Nebula. She's a member of the Guardians, a former Avenger, and Gamora's adoptive sister who trained with Thanos, her adopted father. She is caring, man.
Yeah.
And she cares for the people of Nowhere. She cares for the rest of the Guardians. I like that she got fleshed out.
Yeah,
that was very important.
She was very mom in this movie.
Yes,
very mother figure over the team. But we also got to remember too that at this point, it's been like her and Rocket, right? For the blip. So as much as she's kind of like Drax, like she doesn't want to let you know that she cares about you, but at the same time she
will take a bullet for you.
Yeah, exactly. She just doesn't know how to express that.
Yeah. And she's even, you see her even more badass now, man, with her technological advances that Rocket hooked her up with.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's like the T2000 and the T3000, man. Good gosh.
Yeah, she has some crazy stuff going on.
But then, like, even when she's getting punched or whatever, her head gets knocked back, the fact that it's able to, like, kick back and she's, like, fine, man. That's just really cool to see the maturation of these characters, man. That's what you want in a trilogy. That's what you want as these stories continue, man. You just don't want to see the same team over and over again in a movie. You want to see that maturation, and James Gunn definitely brings it here with their character arc.
Yeah, and everybody's kind of gotten to a point to where their abilities and stuff are in this movie shown a lot more.
Yeah,
like she gets hit a few times, and then we see her kind of fix herself a little faster.
Reassemble.
Yeah, like sometimes it takes her longer, and sometimes she just does it really quick.
Yeah,
which was cool, especially in that hallway fight scene.
That hallway fight scene was
crazy.
pretty badass, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got Palm Clementif as Mantis, member of the Guardians with empathic powers, and Quill's half sister. There, we found out that she was Quill's half sister in the Kevin Bacon special.
Yep.
But with her empathic powers, she also is like part mom in there as well. But I think her job mainly is just to wrangle Drax.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just Drax, like, stop being dumb, okay? Stop doing stupid things.
Her and Drax have been best friends for a minute now. Really, since they met.
Ever since they met, when, like, we as the audience were looking at them, she was like, is she into him? Do we want this to be a couple thing? Like, what's going on? Like, it was weird in, like, Ego's crib or whatever, or mansion or house or whatever. But then they just became partners. Yeah. And they just rag on each other.
They became more brother and sister.
Yeah. They rag on each other, man. That's just fun to watch. All right, we got he's in here. Vin Diesel as Groot.
Yes, he is.
A member of the Guardians who is a tree-like humanoid in the accomplice of Rocket. Talk to me about the character arc for this guy.
Yeah, he's had a few over the span of many movies.
We got Skinny Groot.
Yeah, got the little. You had the little twig for a while there.
We got the little twig. Then we got Baby Groot.
Yeah, got teenage Groot,
who was an asshole. By the way.
Yeah, he was. And then we got to see kind of in the Christmas special up to this. I guess he's just a older,
big ass tree
older
trunk
man.
I feel like this, man. Like after what happened in the first Guardians.
Yeah.
Obviously, like his powers as far as being a tree and being able to switch like that is different. You thought when you're seeing him in the first Guardians movie that you're seeing a fully formed adult Groot, right? And then you see him now. It's just like, okay, is this like a preteen Groot? Like, where are we at?
Yeah,
right.
Agreed.
Even to the end when he was freaking 20 feet tall.
Yeah, which was awesome too.
Which was really awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
But like how he held all those damn guns, those weapons in him, dude, that was dope.
He was also able to regenerate really quick.
Yeah, because he was the head.
I think that's what it was, because it wasn't like a full regrow.
I literally fell asleep thinking about this, man.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I woke up trying to figure this out as well. Like I wanted to have this conversation, right? Because I'm like, oh, dude, here we go again. We're gonna get back down to Baby Groot again. And you see like the head, and the head's kind of just kind of crawling around.
I thought that was it for him the rest of the movie.
I did too.
And then
like Adam Warlock came with the business.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's kind of got like a body of limbs for a little bit, like as he's growing back.
Yeah, you ever seen The Faculty when they knocked the teacher's head off and like the things came out and she was kind of rolling around or whatever? That's what.
Or The Thing.
The Thing.
Exactly what happened on The Thing.
Probably where they got that idea instead of The Faculty.
So yeah, he grows fast. Which, like I said, I thought that was it. I thought Groot was gonna be ahead the rest of the movie.
which would have been hilarious.
And then,
but we already did that. We already did that in Love and Thunder. You know what I mean? So would we do it again? F it, let's ride.
Yeah.
cut, copy, paste.
Yeah.
MCU, baby. That's what we do these days.
But we get him back, and he has some great scenes.
Oh man. Yeah.
And everybody just has their own little story that they're pushing through, and everybody really gets a good closing arc on their story.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Adam Warlock, that was terrible.
We'll talk about
but either way,
I have so many notes, man.
But yeah, then we get to see the big Groot at the very end, where he's awesome. He's real big,
humongous.
So I guess the question is, does he just keep growing?
He's a tree. Why
That's
not?
it.
Why not?
That's it.
I mean,
that's the whole thing. He's a tree, right?
Yeah, he's just.
They don't really stop until they die, and they usually die when we cut them down. So
exactly, because we're assholes. No.
That's exactly where I was leading to. Exactly where I was leading to.
He's like Obi-Wan. Strike me down, I'll come back like 10 times stronger. Man did, okay?
He did. Yeah,
Ronan the Accuser tried.
Came back buff.
Came back buff as hell, man. But I like it because he's a lot stronger than what he was in the first one.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to know, I would like to know in a very passive James Gunn, quippy type, maybe Rocket explaining it or somebody else explaining it, like how he got there, how he got from GOTG1 to where he is look like now. Because those are two totally different groups.
And very different, like, ability-wise. Like this group can move.
Yeah.
The first group just kind of made his way.
We're not talking about him dancing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, that too.
Yeah, he's got some scats on him.
Yeah.
This time, man. He's more of a.
So you got some scats on him.
Yeah,
got some scats on him.
You see him take off, bro?
I got you.
Down that hallway, down that corridor.
Yeah, you're right.
That one shot. That was some Sam Mendes 1917 stuff going on in that corridor, man. Taking everybody. All right, man. Let's talk about the main character of this movie, though. It's Bradley Cooper's Rocket Raccoon. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, James Gunn, the only man who could have done it and do it successfully, gave a anthropomorphic raccoon named Rocket top billing star of the movie. This was his movie. Where are we at with Rocket right now, man? He is feeling bummed out.
Yes.
You kind of see that from the beginning. He takes Quill's MP3 player. What is it, a Zune?
Possibly, yeah.
A Zune. And he's just not in a good headspace. And I don't think, some of the Guardians are. Obviously, Quill is not. Rocket, he has these visions of his past life.
Yeah.
And kind of wanting to, I don't even know, man, like completing his story or why he's even like that. But he wasn't even a major player during the Christmas special.
Right.
He was there, but wasn't a major player.
That was more of a Drax and Mantis
type thing. Yeah.
And human trafficking.
Human trafficking the bacon. Bring the bacon home, baby. But this was his story, man.
Yeah.
And you wondered his origin story.
Right.
And wanted to like see it. And it's a very sad tale, man.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the worst part of the movie, but like the best exposition though.
Yeah, and it gave the movie that ability to kind of be a little darker.
Yeah.
A little darker, a little rougher. Sadder.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you already like this character, right? We already like Rocket.
Love him.
And we like Bradley Cooper voicing Rocket.
The best.
So to go back and see like all the stuff that happened up to this point that, we don't know. I mean, comic book readers might, but not necessarily a comic book reader.
Exactly.
to see that real sad story, and even to hear like Nebula saying, you know, that's worse than what Thanos did to me. And we saw what Thanos did to her.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
It was really, really that pathway that led us to get some of these real tearjerker moments.
Yeah, man, and like he, as a young, you know, raccoon, he thought he was going to this new Earth, right? Second Earth.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Counter
Earth, yeah,
That's right.
and be a part of those people and do great things.
Yeah.
And you know, he has his friends Lila and Floor and Teats and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and they basically are his first group, his first group of friends that he loves and wants to, man. And I just love the analogy of, you know, what they all want and how he kind of they all got their names and how he wants to take off in a rocket to the sky. Man.
Yeah.
That's very important, man. It's like an analogy because to them not being able to be close to the sky and seeing it, it's just a beautiful thing, man. And I kind of, you know, I'm a G, always and forever.
Always and
G.
forever, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, but like teared up, man, like not being able to see the sky.
Yeah, yeah.
Just things that we take for granted every day. You know
Right.
what I mean, and just his love of just wanting to go to the sky and be in the sky and love that, right? That was just a reoccurring thing between him and Lila.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to be in the sky, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm
Let's
trying
go.
to do,
Let's
brother.
go.
So, but I did love that they kind of brought that to their friendship, and when the things that happened where that couldn't happen for them,
Yeah.
you know, we now meet him in Guardians 1, and he's the way he is for a reason.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
He's had to do some things that he's probably not proud of.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that happen through all the movies that now you know why.
Now you know
Like,
why.
you know
he is.
why exactly why he is the way he is.
But yeah, I love that they made Rocket Raccoon front and center on
Yeah, it's cool.
this movie, man. That was real cool. All right, man. So the moment you've been waiting for in all of the world is Will Poulter's as Adam Warlock, a powerful artificial being created by the Sovereign to destroy the Guardians. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah.
Such a letdown, man.
So I thought, you know, we had this big, not a reveal, but one in the was volume 2.
Volume 2.
He's in this cocoon, and I thought he was just gonna be just a bigger villain than he was.
Yeah.
I mean, they give the reason that, you know, he's acting like a child or whatever because he's was let out of his cocoon too early. But I mean, he's just the potential for that character just was very sadly used. But you know, it's kind of like when you go to Chick-fil-A and they give you the wrong order, and you're just like, all right, well, they might have known better than I do. Same thing with James Gunn. Like, you know,
wait. You go to Chick-fil-A, okay? You order a number 1
yeah,
with a waffle fry.
right.
And they give you a grilled chicken set. He's still trying to tell you something. I'm following you now. They give you a grilled
right.
chicken with kale as your side.
You know, they know
James
shouldn't
Gunn
be eating all that fried chicken.
Okay, I'm following you now. It took me a minute to get where you were going. Yo.
You know, if this is James Gunn's, if James Gunn decides this is the way it's got to be, then, you know, who might have? I mean, he made Suicide Squad. You know,
I can see you now. They're like, you're at the counter. They give you your bag. You don't even look in it because you trust Chick-fil-A.
you just see him like completely hit the wrong button, and they tell you the wrong thing back. You're like, all right, cool.
They're like, number 1 with a large waffle fry.
Yeah.
Not for this guy. James Gunn knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following you now.
So we'll see, but you know, he was, you know, I guess basically he was a kid, so he's just kind of doing what he was told by his mom. And then he's pretty much worthless the rest of the movie until the very end.
Yeah.
Even then, he was a little late to the party, but it's whatever.
So it's weird because I played, I think it was like last year, I played the Guardians of the Galaxy game on Xbox, right? And I like blew through that. It was a very easy game to play. I think it was available through like Xbox Game Pass or whatever.
Yeah, I played some of it too.
And yeah, I mean, it was really fun. And then you got to witness Adam Warlock, right?
Yeah.
You got to like interact with this guy. You actually had to fight him, but then he was on your team. There was a lot going on there. That Adam Warlock was more formed than this guy. He was still like dumb at times in the game, but he was more formed as far as being more inept and stronger and knowing what to do. I feel like they like wrote this script and just forgot about Adam Warlock and then was like, shit, okay, what do we do? Because it could have been literally anybody who attacks them at first, right?
Yeah.
They were in a depression, drunken, sad stupor. So anybody could have attacked them. They've also had quietness on nowhere since Kevin Bacon. You know, who's gonna mess with Kevin Bacon, right?
Yep.
So, I feel like they were like, wait, crap, we did tease Adam Warlock. We got to do this.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring back Aisha and the Sovereign, and we'll just figure it out, I guess. And they threw him in there. Did it work as a catalyst? Yes. Was it necessary for him to be in any other parts of the movie? That's what was upsetting, man. I just hope like we see him more in the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, you got this powerful creation that he comes in full force, right? He just lays hands on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets injured, but at what point could he have been more valuable?
Yeah.
It's kind of like left for a point to where his only value was to save Quill.
He did save Quill. That is right.
Yeah, but I mean that's it. I mean, the rest of the time he's just sitting there like
and
all sad and stuff.
Stupid amazement. Yes. Like I thought he was really gonna go hands with them when Aisha died. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what I was like. Okay, now we have something for him to do. He's supposed to now. He's gonna team up with these bad boys, just like we did in the game, and we're gonna do work. And I'm like, all right, where does this? No, you're just still like a side character that we just see from time to time.
Yeah, and it may have been because he wasn't part of the family.
Yeah.
It was a story about the family, right? But same time, like you said, it's like he could have been of a little bit more use, I feel like.
Agreed.
But,
We have Sean Gunn as Kraglin. Remember the Guardians and Yondu's former second in command with the Ravengers, and he kind of does work with that whole whistle needle thing or whatever. I don't even know what it's called. But he's still practicing that since the end of the Volume 2 and finally masters it.
Yeah.
That was a cool arc for him.
Get to see a little Yondu action in there.
real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Then we got the High Evolutionary. Chukwudu Ijubu. I butchered it again.
That's fine.
We have the scientist specializing in creating hybrid creatures and rockets creator, seeking to forcibly enhance all living things being in a special race. I don't know about you, man, but we've had some really bad villains in the MCU, right? Some like really bad ones.
Bad as in like awful
Bad
characters.
Like you're not the Joker. You're not Thanos.
Gotcha.
You're not a good villain.
Gotcha.
The reason why you're villainy, you're not Loki. The reason why you're being a villain is trash, is what I mean.
Gotcha.
The High Evolutionary was the opposite of that. I really enjoyed this guy as the villain.
He was super into it and creepy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, James Gunn is really known for working with people over and over again. This was the guy in Peacemaker, remember?
Yeah.
And he is psychotic.
Yes.
Narcissistic, has a god complex, basically everything. And you saw it on full display, man. And I love it that we didn't get like anything from him that is like, oh, feel for me because of this. No.
Yeah, it was like just the prize.
I am just an asshole.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to do, and this is why I'm trying to do it. Yeah, why I'm trying to do it doesn't make any sense to you, but it makes sense to me in my head.
Exactly.
That's all that matters. Like,
keep
that same energy, MCU villains, right there.
Right.
And then I can rock with you, right?
Yeah. See, I never really clicked with what he was doing as much as like as like Rocket's story about kind of his revenge. Like, he wanted to make this better place with these better people, but like he never really had much more beyond that. Like, what was he planning to do? Just have this one Earth and just rule this one Earth? Was that it?
I don't even think he wanted to rule, man. I don't think he wanted to rule like that. His vibe was just seeing imperfections in things.
Yeah.
And wanting to make things perfect.
Yeah.
That's what his whole vibe, scientist, doctor, Island of Dr. Moreau type thing was.
Yeah.
Nothing was as good as how it currently is. Everything needed an enhancement.
Yeah, I mean, even the children that he had made still weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Because they weren't as good as Rocket's brain.
Yeah, and that was the vibe, right? Like, how did this anthropomorphic raccoon be able to figure this next evolutionary step for him out with no science background? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He was obsessed because he can do it just naturally formulating that in his head, and he hasn't been able to replicate that.
Exactly.
So his whole thing for perfection is I have to figure out what the hell is in his head that made him even think of this.
Because the society needs to be able to evolve by inventing new things, right?
Yes.
So Rocket's the only one that's been able to do that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's why this guy was cool, man.
Yeah.
Because he was sadistic.
It wasn't a big global universal takeover. It was just like, I just want to get things right.
And nothing's ever going to be right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? He was on like subject 89 and then to 90, right? Like nothing was ever going to be right. He had Second Earth or New Earth or Other Earth or whatever the hell it's called. And it was just like Earth.
Yeah.
You know, there's mass hysteria, there's fights, there's divorce. Nothing's perfect, man. But he's the guy who kept on striving for that. But the biggest thing about him, man, he was just like, yo, I can't connect with this guy. I can't vibe with this guy, man. You are straight villainy, man.
Yeah.
Like, the best villains to me are guys you cannot connect with, man. I connected with Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. I understood, bro. You were just a guy in love.
Yeah.
So you're like, you know, we're just gonna bomb Gotham.
You know,
whatever you got to take, right?
Yeah.
The Joker, I couldn't connect with this guy. That's what made him great, right?
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul for the first one. I understood why you think Gotham needed to be blown up, right?
Right.
And that was fully explained. That was fully explained and explored, right? General Zod, I get why you were doing the things you needed to do in Man of Steel, right? Those are some good and some bad, not bad villains, but less than good villains, right? This guy, he's up there, man.
Yeah, because he's like you said, he doesn't have there's no end to his his plan.
Exactly.
Right.
Remember Loki from the first Avengers movie?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, he had like a little child kind of Napoleon complex, but his whole thing is his rightful heir. He wanted to rule. Right?
Yeah.
I deserve this. This is my rite of passage, right?
Yeah.
this is me. I should get the throne. And because he couldn't get it on Asgard, he said, "I'm just going to take it on Earth, man."
Yeah.
So that was he's up there. I think this guy, even though we're not going to see him again because he's now dead, was a really dope villain in this movie.
Was he dead though?
Hey man, we shall see. We shall see. Rocket did a number on his face, bro.
Oh yeah.
Good gosh. All right, man. Anybody else you wanted to discuss before we move forward?
Nah, we had some good cameos though, voices and such throughout this whole movie that made everything really, really good and tied a lot of stuff together.
Yeah, Laura Barton, Linda Cardinelli as Lila, and Nathan Fillion. Love Nathan Fillion, man. He's just great. And obviously, Elizabeth Debicki, she's just great. How are you like that gorgeous even when you're gold, woman? You know what I mean? That's just unfair, Aisha.
Right.
Seth Green, Howard the Duck,
Howard the Duck.
love it, man. I did definitely enjoy that. So
Great.
All right, man. Just the music. Obviously, you know, we can talk about the music for hours on this here, so let's not spend like a lot of time. But the one thing James Gunn does well, man, right? These are not called Part 2 or the next Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy, blah blah blah, Back to the Future or whatever, right? Volume 2, man, music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he ups the music. He always changes the decade, and the tracks are just fire, man.
Yeah,
really enjoyable throughout.
He brings this one kind of full circle.
Yeah,
with the music. Hey, you know, he's not afraid to spend a little bit of money on some good tracks, man. You know, he's got a great list of songs here that he put together for this movie. That's something we go to for the Guardians too, right?
Go to for the movie.
We want to see where he's gonna put these tunes at.
Hey, hey. But you know, this is a space opera, so it definitely had that look and feel, man. I love being on Nowhere. I love being at that Orgo company or whatever.
Yeah, that was super weird.
All organic space.
Yeah, super weird.
Super weird, yes. And even like Second Earth, Other Earth. What the hell is it called?
Counter Earth.
Counter Earth. I'm never going to remember that. Like Anytime Breakfast. I'm never going to remember that, dude. Gosh, I'm just so bad at it. It's the worst. He's going to take off his rocket and go to Sky, man. That's what I'm going to do.
There you
go. But no, I did like the look and feel of this movie, man. Really a great world to live in. Mm-hmm. And we even got to go to this Earth.
Yeah, just back to the homeland.
Back to the homeland to eat some damn cereal. So,
yeah.
All right, man. You ready for that theme?
Yeah, what you got?
All right, man. So, I think James Gunn wanted to tell this story, man, because, you know, that we all have a purpose on this planet, that we all have contributions to make this place called Earth habitable for all. That given if we are different, that we're all special and meant for some type of greatness. No matter our race, religion, sex, creed, political side, favorite football team. For those who think that Ted Mosby should have went with Veronica overseas, me, you know, whatever your thought process is, or whatever you agree or believe, right? You know, we all are important and should never be less valued. You know, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But just be accepted and be loved and have a family. That's what this movie was about, man. He wrapped up this trilogy in great style. James Gunn, man on top of his game, brother.
Telling you.
I hope he does the same for DC, but that's for another different time, guys. We'll talk about that after the Flash.
He has one time. He's already done it once.
He has, and that was fantastic. Yes. I do want to see those characters, some of those characters again. So, even most of them died. I just remembered that. It literally caused the Suicide Squad. Mostly everybody died.
Yeah. Right.
We'll see Idris Elba again, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
they all made it to the end. They got close to the end.
Ratcatcher 2, Idris Elba's character, and Peacemaker and Harley Quinn. So
I think Polka Dot Man was the only one that died.
Polka Dot Man died. Who's the dude? Who was the leader with the Bugs Bunny shirt?
Oh, Flag.
Flag died.
Yeah, that's right.
All of them in the beginning.
That's right. Flag. Yeah, he got stabbed. But.
Everybody in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, well, you're talking. Yeah. The other Suicide Squad. Yeah, they died.
Hey, man.
You're right. Your
boy.
I got you.
Your boy died, man.
Wasn't Nathan Fillion in that one too? He was the
TDK,
detachable. And Pete Davidson.
It looks so gross him being TDK, man. All right, guys, we're just rambling on now.
Yeah.
All right, team. So that's our conversation about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. JV, give us your thoughts and ratings, brother.
Yeah, man. As far as a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, this is on the top for me.
Oh wow,
the top one for me.
Oh wow, what's about to happen here, guys? Drum roll, please.
Yeah, no, this one from start to finish, man, was really good. We moved fast. We got to kind of close out these characters in a nice, really awesome way.
Yeah,
sad way.
A good send off, yeah.
Sad way, but it was really good into a trilogy. It didn't just stop. We've seen so many just stop. You'll never know where they're going after that. This is gonna be a $5 popcorn for me.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, you
This one's-
heard it first from Movie in a Pod. JV, $5 buckets.
James Gunn, man.
Yeah, he
This
fires,
dude,
man.
He's just got it, man. He just these comic book movies. He doesn't. From what I've like the interviews and stuff I've seen with him, he's not really worried about things. You know, he's going to make the movie he wants to make because he knows it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
He's not worried about this, that, or the other. So, looking forward to it, man. Hopefully he can revive that DC, man. That's all we need. Need some good movies from over there.
Just a little lifeblood in
Yep.
there. That's James Gunn, man. This is the guy who brought us Scooby-Doo on Monster Island. So
I've weirdly probably watched that pretty recently, actually.
dude, those are solid flicks, man. Scooby-Doo and the Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, man. Those are fire films, brother. What are you talking about? The James Gunn.
What about you, man?
All right, man. So this movie's gonna get $4 popcorn for me.
Oh.
This was an almost perfect movie. I was let down with Adam Warlock. I was really excited for like another character, but I get it as well. In a very tight, dense 2 hours and 36-minute movie, it's really hard to add all that goodness and then bring a character in like this and flesh him out as well. So hopefully, like I said earlier, he remains in the MCU and we see him.
He's a Guardians of the Galaxy now. He's a Guardian now.
He is a Guardian of the Galaxy. I did. Okay, I was just thinking when you were talking about like 15-foot Groot or whatever.
Yeah.
Who was all there, and I was like, who was that last person? And it was him. You are correct.
Yeah.
You just looked really pissed off to be there. I think that's why he kind of was that. Everybody else was
He kind of looked like that the whole movie.
yeah, just kind of dour. Just smile one time, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't smile. But yeah, this gets $4 popcorn, man. The music is awesome. The action sequences are great, but the best thing about it, man, is just the good, tight script writing and just the communication and the the going back and forth between all these characters and how they like the walking and talking, but also the quipping and the talking junk to each other.
Yeah.
That is just great.
And like, I feel like this was probably the most chaotic movie
for
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, with the other two, they were kind of formed. They were a family, this, that, or the other. And this one, you're missing Rocket the whole movie.
Yeah.
You got a Gamora that isn't part of the family. You got Groot, who's trying to grow back his limbs. And it's just
I'm a real boy.
It's just chaos. And Drax and Manus are just off doing whatever.
Yeah, and Quill, he's trying to get Gamora back, but also at the same time, he's also depressed that he can't have his Gamora. You know what I mean? So they're really splintered, and the fact that what binds them is the fact that they can still talk shit to each other. Yeah. Right? You know what I mean? Like that's like, all right, we're talking shit together. That means we can work together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's weird, but that's what they do well.
Kind of a family respect thing.
Yeah, it really is, man. And that's really fun. So I definitely enjoyed that, man.
Yeah.
Just the script was just top notch, man. So. All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Next week, we'll be discussing the people we hit at the wedding.
That is streaming on Amazon Prime.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde G. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
And like always, keep watching.